Coming up next, the Bulls taking on the 76ers. For Chicago, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouths. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Sixers, Bulls. We'll be right back on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. For Chicago, they're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak, hoping to break out with a win tonight. We'll see if they can shake off the cobwebs. And coming back strong from the ACL, Zach LaVine has shown he can be a number 1 scoring option, Shaq.
Yeah, he has the length. His athleticism is elite. Listen, Ernie, he not only get you buckets, but he can put you on some posters all day, every day.
Yes, indeed. And he's an explosive finisher at the rim, no doubt about it. He can stretch out the floor with the 3-ball now, kind of what today's game is. That's how the game is played.
I have a Zach LaVine poster on my room.
No. Yeah. He can make you a poster.
No, I'm just telling you. I have a Zach LaVine poster in my room.
Who's he dunking
My
at?
wife hates it. She thinks I need to grow up. And that'll do it. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side Greg Anthony, on the other side Steve Smith, and on the sideline David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey Dave.
Well, Joel Embiid and the Sixers have been through a lot in the last 5 years. At the beginning there were so many losses on and off the court. But trust the process became a mantra, one that Embiid embraced. He said, I think a lot about what I went through, how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. Kevin, the process has turned out quite well.
Thank you, David. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Embiid.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Chicago, Young and Carter are the big men inside. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Simmons passes to Harris. Here's Richardson. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. Richardson trying to break loose. Harris, good.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Porter dishes to LaVine. Carter against Embiid. And Embiid with the block. Now Simmons, 26 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
He owned the glass in that one too. No one could put a body on him.
Now here is Harris. Offensive rebound. Outside, LaVine. Out left to the wing. Satoransky with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Pass to Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid. And with Otto Porter, the skills are always apparent with his play. And Smitty, you just like when he's playing aggressively on the floor.
Yeah, it's something that his former coach, Scott Brooks, was always trying to promote to Porter. When he becomes more than just a catch-and-shoot threat, that's when his game is at its best.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season, traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
And Porter drops them both. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Terrific dribble move by Zach LaVine, blessed with the ability to create space to get off his shot.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Stolen by Levine. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Levine. He's coming off a 28-point game against Denver. 5 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Good work defensively by Richardson. The 76ers trailing. Harris finds Simmons, and he comes up with the deuce.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And here is Satoransky. His last outing, he had 8 points. And there's the pass to Levine. For 3. And Young kicks to Satoransky. Out to Carter. Fires the 3. But he gets it back. Pass to Porter. Goes up again. That one drops for him.
He's able to do this now because of the added strength. Porter muscling it home.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 2. Pass to Horford. Back to Simmons. Pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Carter kicks to Porter. And it's sent back by Horford. Here's Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his second basket.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to Porter. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 3. And a wide open look for Simmons. But he stays with it. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 6. The Bulls have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Young taking his time here. Outside Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Over Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin. If you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans. It's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they missed. We still got to understand they're human, and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve. And the first one at the line is good.
In his last year of college, Porter got to the line 5 times a game, but in his NBA career, he's gotten there less than 1.5 times a game.
The 76ers making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skills in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
The first one falls.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Scotty's checked in for the 76ers. So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
White against Simmons. And it's White missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-3 run. Hits. Count that one from Ennis.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Bulls trail by 8. On the wing, Levine. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Here's Levine. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Valentine passes to Felicio. Here's Levine. That one's not going to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Harris inside. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
I'm just moving down Melrose with it. I ain't coming for a friend, I ain't coming just to talk. Got a lot of things to do, got a business, I'm a star. So don't push me, don't treat me like no rookie. Back up, then I boogie. I think I'll pay your way. I think I made a way. Save the day.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Philadelphia. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Levine.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
Now here's White. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To end the run, Levine, good.
You look at Levine's jump shot, it's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
Scott kicks to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. O'Quinn, high post. He averages about 5 points a game. Lets it fly from 18. No good from Simmons.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Gafford. And that one drops.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Simmons looking it over. Pass to Harris. Back to Simmons. Felicio with a rebound.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
2 minutes. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level. And I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Leading by 5. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The 76ers, number 1.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
White the pass to Levine. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Felicio, still looking for his first bucket in this one, and he recovers it. Goes back up. Rebound by the 76ers.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Ennis. Here's Thibault, guarded by Levine. Here's Thibault. Chicago grabs the miss. Felicio's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over to the wing. White dishes to Valentine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside, Simmons. Feeds to O'Quinn. He gets that one.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Levine. He's got 7. Clock at 6. To the left wing. Here's White. They get it again. Gafford. And that does it for the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 7. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated towards basketball instead of baseball.
Coming from a place where baseball is what's driven to us every time. I mean, I started playing baseball. I didn't play basketball. I started playing baseball, and just watching my dad play basketball, I just fell in love with the game. But people were still telling me, they're like, nobody makes it out of here usually out of basketball. I mean, your dad was a very rare case, and I just believed in it.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Kyle O'Quinn. Korkmaz is out there with Simmons. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Now here's White. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
Levine, good.
Excellent play call, and Levine looking very smooth, working off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. Passes it to O'Quinn. Takes a 3. Valentine grabs the board. Bulls trail by 9. Outside, Levine. Back to Valentine. From outside, off the mark. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Nuggets.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
They take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Thibault. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Outside, Simmons. Tries the hook. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage. And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Mike Scott. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Ben Simmons. Porter, no luck.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Korkmaz passes to Horford. Back to Korkmaz. The pass to Embiid. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off from deep. Thibault can't get it to go. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Thibault. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
Richardson against White. And it's sent back by Horford. And it goes out of bounds. Chicago ball. Last touch by Embiid. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Ennis comes in for Korkmaz. Philadelphia leading by 9. Now here's Ennis. Richardson outside. Kicks it to Embiid. And it's in there. Embiid's got his first basket of the night.
A little pick and roll action. Richardson, very unselfish, hits the man with a nice catchable pass.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. 15th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now here's Ennis. Back to Richardson. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Richardson outside. Shoots the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
White the pass to Porter. Back to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Left side, Porter. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And Philadelphia the other way now. Harris looking it over. He feeds it to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Opportunity, we can show you this season's top shot blocking teams. The 76ers #1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Now here's Satoransky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That's good from Harris on the assist by Ennis. And the 76ers lead by 15. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Satoransky looking around, trying to end the drought, and the rejection by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 15. Ennis kicks to Embiid. Richardson outside. Back to Embiid. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here is Carter. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Richardson. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Good work defensively by Carter.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Ennis with the ball. Horford dishes to Ennis. Down low. Here's Embiid. The second chance effort. The shot's good. Horford's got his first points of the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Back to White. There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. Now here's Satoransky. D right on him, and they're able to recover. Second chance shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
.119 left now here in the second. Simmons passes to Embiid. Now Horford. He had 10 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Simmons trying to get open. Harris, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Simmons against Levine. Pass to Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Levine. Guarded by Simmons. Simmons against Levine. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Harris. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with a strong move for the potential +1.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw off from Harris. Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You love guys who improve a little each year. Tobias Harris has become more consistent as a go-to scorer and a much better rebounder. He made some big plays in the first half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls at small forward and power forward. Porter and Young. Sadaransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Free throw good, Levine. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. And that isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjusting.
And so Levine nails both of them. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
The Bulls shooting at disastrous, 25% from the field so far. Knocked loose and stolen by Harris. 3-on-3. Here's Richardson. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Richardson's got his second basket of the night.
You talk about a guy who's added some strength over the years. Look at the hit Josh took, and he was still able to convert.
Carter down low, outed by Simmons, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That's good from Carter. And every so often, Steve, we'll see two teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying, get out of here. Especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound. And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Harris, no good.
Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
Here's Levine trying to get open as Carter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
This is the thing about Wendell Carter. He's got the skill to go with the size. Very difficult to defend.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
That free throw, no good. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
With Wendell Carter Jr., you love the do-it-all ability, the understanding of the game.
Richardson outside. Here's Horford. Porter pulls it in.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Carter with the bucket.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Richardson outside. Simmons against Satoransky. No good from Simmons.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And it's blocked.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's his first personal foul.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
First one falls for him. And Al Horford drops them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Satoransky, the pass to Young. Now here's Porter. Here's Satoransky, guarded by Harris. Young outside, 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Here's Carter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
Wendell Carter. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Carter hits them both. So it's Philadelphia now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Out to the wing. Here's Horford. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Porter, it's blocked. Satoransky against Simmons. Carter pulls it in. Carter's...
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Passes it to Satoransky. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Porter passes to Satoransky. Over Simmons. And the Bulls with another miss. Philadelphia leading by 20. Richardson outside. Makes it off the glass. And it's 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Porter.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging about 32 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
He's off on the first. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he sinks the second. And here's Richardson. He has 5. He kicks it to Embiid. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time.
Zach LaVine.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Thibault. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Thibault taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To the paint and stolen by Horford. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Thibault. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his second.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
76ers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Levine. The tray. Hits it from three-point range. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
You see why Zach's a tough cover. He has athleticism, he can shoot the rock, and he's only getting better.
Here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Korkmaz. It's deflected. They get it back. Horford, no luck. The Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. White looking around. A floater. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Richardson the pass to Thibault. "14 feet away."
Philadelphia foul call. Al Horford. That's his third personal.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford.
Mike Scott.
And it's Ennis in for Josh Richardson.
James Ennis.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers leading by 22. Now here's Ennis. Here's Thibault. Charity stripe shot, and it's good for 2. Thibault's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's White. He has 5. He dishes it to Valentine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. 6 to shoot. A 3-ball. And the Bulls get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Here's Thibault. He's got 12. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And Levine throws it down.
You know, he's a triple threat in the open court. He can beat you from the inside, outside, and everything in between.
Kicks it to Ennis.
Chicago foul called. Cristiano Felicio.
It's his first trip to the line.
His first personal foul, 5th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, James Ennis. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 21. Valentine with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sinks the triple.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Now, here's Scott. Now Ennis. Back to Scott. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range.
Mike Scott.
Scott's got his first 3 points of the game.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Felicio. Back to Valentine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Time with the shot.
Here's Thibault. He's got 12. Shoots from 14. They get it back. Scott. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Levine, and he gets the bucket. Levine's got 9 points in the quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Pass to O'Quinn. Here's Thibault. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thibault's got 9 points here in the second half.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Valentine dishes to Levine. It gets rebounded by Ennis. And it's Ennis with the ball for Philadelphia. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thibault. Almost, but it rolls out.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Personal foul. Penalty situation. Zach Levine. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Drafted 13th overall because of his great length and athleticism, Zach Levine has really rounded out his skill set.
And so Levine nails both of them. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. And here is Harris. 3-pointer. off the mark. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers leading by 19. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Ben Simmons. Scott is out there with Harris. Then it's Ennis, and it's O'Quinn in at the 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
At the line for the 76ers, Tobias Harris, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Harris drops them both. Bulls trail by 21. Carter outside. Back to Satoransky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Carter. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Now here's Simmons. Harris outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
That's good from Harris. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Richardson in for Ennis. And he makes both free throws. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Passes it to Valentine. Here's the floater. It's good on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Now here's Simmons. Inside. Here's Harris. Good defensive work there by Young.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here is Carter. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Valentine. Richardson covering. The shot by Valentine, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They have a 19-point lead. Good on the shot.
So flexible at the offensive end, Harris has a number of go-to moves, and they've added up to a big night.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Now the pass to Valentine. Pass to Young. Shoots over Scott. And Young with the basket on the assist by Valentine. And it's 6 points for Thaddeus Young. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Outside, Simmons. Richardson outside. Shoots a fader. Good.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Young against Scott. Young's shot is off. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harris misses. Bulls trail by 21. Valentine passes to Satoransky. Valentine kicks to Satoransky. Carter on the wing. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Richardson outside. Pass to Scott. Satoransky grabs the miss. And Chicago shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Porter. From the stripe. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris, right side. Off with the layup.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Carter outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Harris against Satoransky. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
76ers ball.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Denzel Valentine. The 76ers also with a sub. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. The 76ers leading by 21. Outside, Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
2.
That's good from Simmons. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Outside, Porter. Passes to Sadoronsky. Carter outside. They need this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Wendell Carter. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
He hits both from the stripe. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The pass to Simmons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Now here's Levine. Young outside. Five on the clock from deep. And again, no good by Chicago. The 76ers leading by 23. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Richardson. And it's sent back by Carter. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I love the break. I love the finish. Porter smart about putting himself in position to make a play.
Simmons on the wing.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And Young kicks to Levine. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Pass to Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defender there a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Levine, here we go. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Felicio. Over O'Quinn. And it's off the back rim, no good. The 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Passes it to Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Bulls shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Personal foul. Chandler Hutchison. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Neto. Smith outside. Back to Neto. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Neto's got his first points of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Harrison passes to Arcidiacono. Here's Cornette. Here's Hutchison. The pass to Harrison. It's stolen by Smith. And now the 76ers on the break. Smith's running. Neto can't get it to go. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Pass to Felicio. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. He doesn't hit that one. 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game of push, their win total now up to 53.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Ben Simmons.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Shot from the inbound, and it's Smith laying it in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Here's Cornette, and he can't bank that one in. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Thibault. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenge every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.